There are people on Amazon making thousands of dollars monthly by creating low content books. The types of low content books they are creating is word searches. If you guys want to know how to do it, make sure you guys keep watching because I have a full tutorial on how to do it. Okay, so we're going to be creating a word search book, so puzzle book. So in order to do this, you're going to need a program like BookBolt. So now with BookBolt allows you to create books by using, they have templates for you. They have search where you can search for the bestsellers. They have keyword research where you guys can see the types of keywords that are being used for other bestsellers. There is a program that allows you to be able to spy on your competition where you're able to see how many books they're selling a month, how much money they're making, the types of books they are selling, and things like that. So make sure you guys check out my link in the description down below, as well as my code, so you guys can get 20% off. So let's go ahead and get started. Once again, you're going to need a BookBolt account. So you go to bookbolt.io, and we're going to go ahead and log in. Okay, we're going to go ahead and log in. Okay, so once you go and log in, this is just all of the training that you get within BookBolt. There's weekly calls that you can get on to listen to. They're live. If you can't make them, you can always go back and watch them. But there is so much information in here to get you started so you guys can know what types of books are in demand and things like that. So make sure you guys check out my previous video. I'm going to leave it in the description down below, and as well as in my cards up above, so you guys can get a full detail on what BookBolt does. But today we're just going to be talking about how to make these word search books. Also, I'll also show you guys how to upload it to KDP. So make sure you guys check out that video. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to a tool that allows us to spy on our competition. Now we're going to scroll down on the left-hand side and we're going to go to KDP Spy. Now this is going to allow us to spy on our competition. So once you click on that, I already have it downloaded. So once you go onto here, you'll click the button. I'll be here. It'll say something different. You'll click on that and you'll have it on your computer. And it's going to look like this little book here, right here. Okay, once you have that, we're going to go back over here and we're going to go over to Amazon because we need to search on to see what type of books that we're going to do. So we're going to do word search puzzles. And we're going to use that tool, KDP Spy, and we're going to go ahead and click here to the little BookBolt, KDP BookBolt, and we're going to start it. And it's going to give us a list of the top bestsellers right now. And you can stop it whenever you want, but it's going to do its thing. And then you can stop it when you want to. So you can just let it do a little bit. We got about, we'll stop it now. Oops. Okay, so let's move me over here on this side. So you can see the top bestsellers right here. You can see this book right here, The Big Book of Word Search, 3,000 plus words, adult word search fans. Okay, so this is one of the types of books that is being sold. You can see what their bestseller rank is. The lower the number, the better. You can see their estimated sales right here. It's not showing the revenue, but let's go down to another one. Here's one that a relaxing word search. It's large print puzzle, fun word finds for seniors and adults. Okay, this person is selling 495 of these this month, and they've made $3,460.05. So this is a really, really good type of book to be creating. But if you check out my previous video, I'm going to show you the research process because you want to make sure that you are researching the best types of books because you don't want to research or do a book that has too much competition. You want to find books that have low competition, which is under like 1,000 or under. So make sure you guys check out my previous video because I talk about all of that. But in this video, we're not going to go into that, but make sure you guys check that out. So this is just an example of a type of book that we can do. You see the relaxing words. You see the next one, autumn search, large print. They make about $3,559 a month, and they sell 445 of these types of books. So you guys see that these books, people are actually buying. This person, look at this. This person's made $6,600, almost $6,700. You guys can see that people are making thousands of dollars a month by doing this. So I'm going to show you guys how to create a book. So we're going to go over back to BookBolt. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to research. Okay, we're going to go to research and we're going to create. And then we're going to go to Book Bolt Studio. And I was playing around with it, but we're going to open up a new project. Now, for the project type, we are going to choose paperback cover interior. You can see all these other ones, but for your best, for costs and things like that, it's best to stick with a paperback cover with interior. Project name, we're going to create a anxiety word search book. You can call whatever you want. We're going to leave it at a 6x9. We're going to leave it at black and white interior with white paper. And for page count, we are going to do 100 because we're going to have, in this video, we're not going to do the whole 100, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. But we're going to do 100, which will be 50 puzzles and then 50 solutions because we're going to have solutions. But I'm not going to show you guys how to do the whole 50 or do the whole 100. I'm just going to show you guys exactly how to do it, and then you guys will be able to add on the remainder. So we want to make sure that we choose no bleed, and we're going to create the project. Okay, so we are in Book Bolt Studio. Okay, now this is the cover. This is the front of the book. This is the back of the book. If you guys watch my previous video, I explained all of that. So make sure you guys check that video out. But we are going to start on page 1, and we're going to start creating our book. So the first thing we want to do is right here, you can see this little guide here. We are going to choose this puzzle for the interior. This is the interior, the page templates for your interior, for the inside of your book. So we're going to go ahead and go into there, and you guys can see here all the different templates that Book Bolt offers for you. There are so many other ones, but you can choose by your category. We are going to go to word puzzle, and we are going to do a word search. So we're going to scroll down, and here is the word search. So we're going to start on page 1, and then we're going to do page 2 because we're going to do 2. So I can show you guys an example, but you guys would need to do all of these to do your whole, you'll have 50 puzzles and 50 solutions. So we're going to go to next. Now we are in the options. Now I don't touch any of this stuff here. You guys can change the font if you guys want, but we want to look at the max words per page. I'm going to do, for instance, we'll do 20 or whatever you want to do. Actually, we'll do 10, but you can do 20. It depends on how many you want to do. We're going to do 10. And then as far as cell color and things like that, you guys can change it to whatever you guys want, but I'm going to leave it the way it is. As far as solution placement, you guys can choose the solution placement. You guys can choose all after you want it all after your puzzle pages. You can do it no solutions. You can do manually select solution pages, next page after each puzzle, or after all puzzle pages. So you go ahead and we're going to do that. And as far as we're going to keep it at one template page, all the other stuff we're going to leave. But we want to go over this very, very important part. Now, before you do all this, you have to make sure that all your words in one column, which we're going to talk about, make sure that all your words are in one column. I'm going to show you guys that. Make sure your words, phrases are limited to 20 characters. And when choosing a number of puzzles with solutions, make sure that the number of pages of needed. So example, you have 50 puzzles plus 50 solutions equals 100 pages. So make sure if you're going to do that. So if you do 25, then you'll have to have 50 pages because you're going to do 25 puzzles and 25 solutions. Another thing is you're going to need a Word file, not a Word file, a CSV file. Okay, that's like an Excel file or a Google Sheets file. If you don't have Excel, you can use Google Sheets for free. But I'm going to show you, they do have an example so you guys can see what it looks like. So we're going to download the example so that you guys can see what it looks like. And we're going to open it up so you guys can see what the example looks like. I don't have Excel on my computer, but it did still download it anyways. But you guys can see here, when you are doing it, they have about 10. See, they won't allow me to do it, but there we go. I'm just going to show you guys. They have 10 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 words. So this is going to be your first puzzle. Okay, that's going to be the first puzzle. And then if you want to skip a line to make your second puzzle. and you see how it's going. Let's close this up. Hopefully it'll let me do it. I'll just show you guys my example because for some reason, because I don't have Excel, it's not letting me do it. But I'm going to show you guys my example. So here, if you see here, you have your word. So depending on how long you want it, say if you want it for 10, it'll be, you have your 10 here. Then you're going to skip this space here. So this will be moved. So we're going to move this down. So you can see an example here. So if I did 20 or 10, depending on which one I did, say I did 20, okay? Here's your 20 words. Okay, you have your 20 words here, okay? That's going to be one puzzle. Next, I skipped it, and then there's going to be the next puzzle. I just went on and just recopied the first words just to give you guys an example. And then there's your, and then if you would skip again, and then it will be a third page. So every time you do your 10 or your 20 or whatever number it is, you're going to skip a line, and that's going to create your different pages. If you put them all together, it's going to put all of them. So if we didn't skip at the top, so if we had a word here, it would put all of them, all of the 20, so we'll make it 40 on the page. So you got to make sure you skip a line. It's letting them know, okay, this is the next puzzle. So you have to make sure that you do that. Okay, so we're going to go back to BookBolt Studio, and we're going to upload the file that I had. Okay, so knowing I did 2 pages, I'm going to have 20 on each page. I think I did, actually, we're going to do 20 on each page because I think I skipped it. Let's look back at my page. I want to make sure that I did this correctly. I think I did do 20. You want to make sure you guys check this stuff. Okay, so yeah, I did do 20. So we're going to change this part here, and we're going to make it 20 per page. So we do 20 per page. You want to make sure you fix that. Okay, so make sure your characters are 20 characters per thing, per cell. Okay, and then we're going to go over to here, and we're going to upload the file. So I'm going to download this file, this anxiety file. I'm going to go to File, Download. I'm going to download it to a comma separated value, which is a CSV file. Okay, and I'm going to save it on my computer. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to BookBolt Studio, and I am going to add the file in. There's my anxiety file, because that was the name of the file, anxiety. It is in there. It says it's 40 words. Okay, so I have 20 per page. I have 2 pages, and we're going to hit next. We have our 2 puzzles, and we have our 2 solutions. So this is going to be puzzle 1. This is going to be the solution. This is going to be puzzle 2. This is going to be the solution. And then we're going to submit it. And there you have it right there. You can make sure that it's in there. You can change the font. Just make sure that everything squeezes in there and everything fits. And you make sure that everything fits in within the dotted lines here. You can zoom in so you guys can see what it looks like. While you zoom in, you guys can change the color and the background colors if you want. So you click on it here, and you're going to change. You have to click on it, and then we're going to do black so you can see it better. And you guys can zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see what it looks like. You see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you see you have your 20. You have your 20 words, okay? And then we're going to go to the next page. And then you can see the same thing, and you can go ahead and change the background. So you guys can, okay, it auto saves, but I would just go ahead and save it anyways. And you guys can like make sure that everything fits inside. You guys can move it inside to make sure everything fits. You guys can move it down. You guys can move it up and do how you guys want. You guys can do it like that and things like that. You guys can also right click on it, and then you can edit the content. And they'll allow you to edit and do what you want to do. When you right click, you hit edit content, and then it'll allow you to be able to edit it and make changes. You can make changes to your words and see how you can move them around and change them around. You can do that with that. So it allows you to do that. Let's go ahead and look at the solutions page. You see the solutions for solution 1. It has a solutions page, and you guys can zoom in to see what the solution page looks like. And every book that next book that you do, you'll just do the next step. You put in your next words, and then you'll click on here, and then you'll make it go to the next, next words that you want to make your 50 words. Now, as far as this, you want to make sure you guys change it up some as far as your background. You guys might want to add something on here, like maybe add some words, like word search. You can move this up here. You can move this down a little bit so you can add some things to it and move this down. Just make sure everything is within here, within the lines. And you can move this over, move it to the center. And then we're going to put a title, and we'll just put word search 1, whatever you want to put. You go to edit text here, and then you can type it in here. So word search number 1 for your title, and then you can make it smaller as far as the font by moving it like this. You can change the text if you want, however you want to do the text. You can change it to extra bold. You can change it to whatever you want it to be on here. Change it to whatever you want. Okay it, and then you have your word search. You can make it darker if you want. Make it black. You can make it red. Whatever you want to do, but we're going to leave it black. Yeah. Next, you can add an image. So you go here on the left-hand side, and we're going to the file library. And knowing our book is on anxiety, we're going to go to Pixabay. You can also upload your own files that you actually own, or you can go to Upsplash, and you can add some like relaxing, whatever you want. So let's say meditation. Let's see if they have anything on meditation. And we can see if there's anything that we can use to add in the background for like meditation or something like that. So you can maybe pick this woman here. And then once she's on here, you can either put her, make her small and put her down at the bottom, down here, and just have her in the page just to put a little design on your page. You can also, if you want to put her in the background, you can move her here. Oops, sorry. Let's put that back. You can make sure you're on her, make her bigger, and then you can like put her in the background. Well, you can just click on her. You can go to the effects. You can do black and white, and then okay. And then you can go to here. Opacity. I know that's a hard word to say. And you can put her in the background, like when you're able to still do your word search and just have her in the background. And then if you want to have her stretched or whatever, and have her in the background. So when you do your word search, you still can do your word search, but she'll be in the background, just to give you a little idea of a little design that you can do on your word search. So that's just an idea of something that you can give it a little oomph instead of it being just a little plain page. You can add like little designs or whatever you want and just play around with it and add your own design. Okay, so once you guys have completed and you guys went through you created all of your word search and you're all the way to the bottom, you have all your word search, your 50 puzzles and your 50 solutions, you will go ahead and go over to the cover. Make sure you guys check out my previous video on how to create the cover. Just so you guys, we won't have to make this video too long. You guys can go over, I'll make sure I leave it in the description or up above so you guys can learn how to create the cover, but it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy once you guys do that. So make sure you guys check that out. And hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. Make sure you guys check out my link in the description down below so you guys can get 20% off. Make sure you guys use the code as well so you guys can get 20% off on Book Bolt. So make sure you guys check that out down there. And hopefully this video was helpful for you guys. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. Take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.